But check. I'm a son of a slave. Please don't give me free, but I can stomach the brave. When describing the country.
All right, man. Welcome back. We here with another episode. Sean and Sean talk about shit.
Hey, Sean and Sean are talking about that shit.
Oh yeah. And guess what, man? We're gonna get into it. Before we do, last week, for y'all that was looking for a show, we did not have a show last week. I had a loss in the family, and I just didn't have the energy. You know, it was one of my uncles, my Uncle Joe, he wasn't a blood uncle, but he was my father's police partner. And he was always there. You know, he was always around, and it just hit me and I just didn't have the energy to want to do a show last week. So out of respect for Uncle Joe, we decided just to not record, and just give it some time. And rest in peace, Uncle Joe. We're going to miss you. Yeah, we're going to miss you.
May your memory always be for a blessing.
Yep, you was a good man, and you was always there for us. So rest in peace. Well done. It's all over for you. You can chill now. So we good. Rest in peace, Uncle Joe.
I mean, this might have been the beginning, Sean.
Yeah,
we don't even know yet.
Might have been. But anyway, getting to this week's show, man. Bro.
Oh, boy.
There is so much drama in LBC. Too much drama in LBC, bro.
Look, it's so much drama in the WORLD, huh?
Hey, man. We always like to start the show with what's going on currently in the news. We're not just sports jocks. We don't just talk about fun stuff. We like to hit some of the hard topics. And Ukraine versus Russia, I don't know how we can't talk about it. It's a sad situation right now. It looks like Vladimir Putin has invaded. The last I saw, they took over a part of land that was just outside of Chernobyl. And I just saw a report on CNN that said 137 Ukraine soldiers have been killed and over 300 have been injured in this assault on their country. And it's just a terrible thing, man. What do you got to say, Sean?
I mean, first and foremost, I did hear that same stuff, Sean, about an hour ago. I just heard that I read on Twitter that the Russian army actually took Chernobyl. It's important. It's a nuclear site. So
yes, it's a nuclear site. Yes.
Vladimir Putin also said that anybody, right, who tries to any country that decides they want to step in defense of Ukraine, he's sending nuclear weapons at them. So
for those who don't, for you and I, we're versed in what's going on. There's a lot of young listeners on this show. A lot of young people listen to this show. For those who may not understand, why is Vladimir Putin mad at Ukraine?
Well, from my understanding, it is because when at the end of the former Soviet Union, a lot of those out countries became their own countries, right? You had countries like Belarus, the Ukraine, Serbia, a lot of the Eastern Bloc countries. I'm sorry. So let me get that back. Sorry, Sean.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So you had countries like Serbia. No, sorry. Fucking up. Okay. You had countries like Belarus and the Ukraine, who kind of broke apart from the Soviet Union. Vladimir Putin's position, from what he expressed earlier, was that those countries that decided to not be a part of Russia anymore should not have chosen independence. They should have chosen to remain part of the country. So I have some really strong feelings about this, man.
He don't want people to get their life. Like, he don't want people to live the way they want to live, which is everybody's God-given right in this planet. As long as you ain't hurting nobody, you should be able to live under whatever rule you want to live under. And Vladimir Putin, I'm gonna break the news early, bro. We down on you. Like, we down on you, bro.
Definitely. definitely down on you for putting human life at stake, Sean. But I gotta ask a question though. In real life, like I asked somebody this earlier, and you know, I'm a veteran of the United States military. I speak expressly about my support and love for my country.
Right.
But I would be remiss if I didn't say that. Oh, if I didn't ask the question, what's the difference between Russia invading Ukraine and like America invading other places? Right? Because
like where?
I mean, like everywhere that America has been, Iraq, Afghanistan, the Vietnam, Korea. You know what I mean? Like, just like, what's the difference if Vladimir Putin is saying, I don't want you to live how you want to live, so I'm gonna go to war and take your country and make it live how I want to live. What's the difference between that and America saying, I don't like this style of government, and I'm going to send my team in there to get rid of your style of government and in place mine?
When you put it like that, the way you are putting it to me right now, I totally see your side of it. And like I was saying earlier, Vladimir Putin is actually telling people, I don't like the way you live. You need to live like I live. Whereas when we went into, we'll say, Iraq, the second time in the early 2000s, we were looking for weapons of mass destruction. But that really wasn't what we were looking for. We was looking to topple the government.
Right. There's not been a place where that hasn't been the case, though.
Right. And you know, it's one of those slippery slopes, you know. And I feel like it's easy not to like Vladimir Putin because he's always been the villain. This dude then poisoned a bunch of people, allegedly poisoned a bunch of people. Allegedly, a bunch of doctors got thrown off the top of their hospitals last year when they were trying to talk about how bad COVID was in Russia. Allegedly.
Yes. I don't mean to laugh at that, but I'm laughing at the TV-ness of that whole situation.
Yeah, you know, and it's just crazy, man. I just don't know. I just hope that this wraps up soon, but I think we're in for the long haul. And I honestly think that people need to understand Vladimir Putin is an ultimate strategist. He's a strategist. He doesn't do anything without it being taken through his head a million times. And he wants to figure out what's the end game. How can he bait people into things to make it look like he was supposed to do or had to do what he's doing? I believe that he stationed those troops around Ukraine for the last month, right outside. Yes. Why not just go in? He did it on purpose, right? He wanted to set the tone. Then the other day, when he said they were going into parts that were kind of like parts of Ukraine that were just kind of like nomads and people that were just, it was for peacekeeping, right? That's what he said, right? He was sending the Soviet troops into these certain parts of Ukraine for peacekeeping and safety. When he did that, what did Joe Biden do? Issue sanctions, right?
Yep.
He issued sanctions, which in turn pissed off Russia, which gave Vladimir Putin the go-ahead to give the all go.
And it should also be mentioned, though. It should also be mentioned that during the last administration, there was a lot done to weaken Ukraine's government, right? So people forget that President Trump's first impeachment was due to the fact that he was withholding security money from the Ukraine, right? Yeah. Because a lot of people don't know that. So that is, I mean, that was a few years ago. So like we really are living in a time where everything affects everything else. But again, like, I just can't, I can't separate the idea. Like if you ever, I live in Maryland now, right? And over my years of being in the military and traveling around the military, I talked to some people who was in the CIA before, right? They are ultimate strategists. They give you little information about everything, right? And then you just kind of are left trying to put the pieces together in your head the way you see fit.
Right.
You have to think about Vladimir Putin as a guy like this. He came from the KGB, so we understand that he's that type of dude. But I just feel like if anybody was waiting for this to like end quickly and like really abruptly, I feel like you should just dig your heels in because I think it's going to get worse before it get better.
Yeah, it is going to get worse. sending prayers and thoughts to the people of Ukraine, the people who are just innocent bystanders, and those soldiers that are involved on both sides.
Yes.
We don't want any losses. War is ugly. Keyshawn and I are both military veterans. We've both been involved in war, and it's just a rough time right now, man. So we're going to send some healing energy and hope that this thing can wrap up soon, and hope that the betterment of man can understand how silly this really is. Sure. And just end it. Let these people live how they want to live. Russia, USA, everybody, just let everybody be, man.
That's it.
Let everybody.
We all one world family, man. We just gotta really in real life be intentional about loving on each other. Mm-hmm. The book, right? When I say the book, typically I mean the Bible when I talk about it, but the book says, let everything that have breath praise God, right? So everything, that's like the breath is our connection to God. So if you're looking at these people who are breathing and you can't see a way to find yourself in them, you should look a little bit harder, because you and them share that same connection to the Creator via the breath.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. I'm with it, bro. This was a heavy topic, so we're going to take a break and we're going to come on back.
Submissives who obligatory change. His story never changed. The history shall remain. We blame the bishops on the pew, tutors in the school.
Yeah. That's Jamil Honesty. Check him out on our last show. We finally had
y'all already know Jamil Honesty.
Yep, we had him on the show. Dope artist out of Baltimore, Maryland, doing his thing on the come up. Thank you again for letting us use your song.
Yes, sir.
Rebello, for our show. It sets the tone every week, and we love it. So thank you, brother.
The Rufus Buck Project. Y'all go pick that up.
Can't wait to have you back on either. So we're going to talk about Mr. Juwann Howard right now. Juwann Howard of the Fab Five. Juwann Howard of Michigan. Juwann Howard of Southside Chicago, right?
Yeah.
That Southside seeped out this weekend, bro. It seeped out this weekend. For those who don't know, Juwann Howard is the head coach of the Michigan Wolverines basketball.
Yes, sir.
He has returned them to prominence. They have been a very good basketball team under his helm. They're having a down year this year, but every year ain't perfect for everybody, unless you Duke, so everybody got down years, So
yes, sir.
Juwann Howard's in the midst of his down years. He's used to getting ready for the tournament. He's not going to the tournament this year, look like. They're right above 500. I'm right under 500. And this past weekend at the University of Wisconsin, they had a game and they lost. Mm-hmm. They were losing by a good amount, 10 or 12 points. And the head coach from Wisconsin kept calling timeouts with 10 seconds left. He wanted to burn all his timeouts. Now, I don't know much about basketball. I didn't play basketball. Is that something that would annoy you as a coach, Sean? You know about basketball.
First of all, it's not only annoy me as a coach, but as a coach, I'm thinking about my players, right? We already losing. You're trying to extend my loss by calling all your timeouts. It seemed to me like you're just trying to be bogus right now.
Now the coach, the coach from Wisconsin claimed that he kept calling timeouts because he wanted to advance the ball past half court. I don't know how true that is, but if there's only 10 seconds left in the game, what does it matter at that point? We're going to get to this. In the line, when they went to shake hands, Juwann Howard went to walk past the coach because he had no respect for how he called the end of that game, right? Mm-hmm. So Juwann just tried to walk past him, wasn't going to shake his hand, anything. The coach put his hands on Juwann's, like, hey, sir, put his hand on his chest. Like, don't you walk by me. That enraged Juwann Howard. Mm-hmm. And Juwann Howard of Southside Chicago, of the Michigan Wolverines, Fab Five, of the Washington Wizards, lost his shit.
Well, Sean, Juwann, in my opinion, decided to show this coach from Wisconsin the actual Fab Five, right? So you just five across your face.
He slapped him across the face. So he didn't slap the head coach across the face. The head coach got pulled away, but an assistant.
It was the other dude, the assistant coach guy,
started mouthing off, and Juwann claimed that the assistant coach hit him first. I seen all the angles. I saw Juwann wind up and slap this dude, and he didn't even fully connect like he could have. But because Juwann, like what, 6'10"?
Yeah, this dude, something like that.
This dude was like maybe a solid 6'1". So he was slapping down. He could have ended this dude's life.
Well, you know, they probably see this is what I think, Sean. I think the media got it confused, right? I just told you how Juwann just tried to show him about the Fab Five. What probably actually happened was the assistant coach was said, yeah, y'all play in Michigan. I have no idea what the state of Michigan looked like. Then you know, Juwann Howard put his hand out, right, and just got it real close to his face.
I am tracking.
Show him what the state of Michigan
I am tracking. For those of you who don't know, sidebar, if you ever meet anybody from Michigan and you meet a person from Michigan and they meet another person from Michigan, they hold up their hand and they point somewhere in the palm all the way up to the base of the fingers and they say, what part are you from? I guess Michigan looks like a hand. Now, I done looked at the map since I was 5 years old. I ain't never seen no hand state on there. They say Michigan like a hand. It loses me every time.
So it looked like a mitten, right? It looked like a mitten.
Okay, and so I never looked at it that way, a mitten. It's not a hand, it's a mitten.
Yeah, it looked like a mitten. And the reason why they do the hand is because like you could put a little piece on the top too, right? And then you ask people, are they a youper or a troll? So there's a bridge. If you live below the bridge, you are considered a troll. You live above the bridge, you consider the youper. So
yeah, that don't make no sense to me. That don't make no sense. The only state I see that got a clear shape of something that looks like something in life is my state of Maryland. It looks like a Tommy gun. So
or a key. It looked like a solid key. Like
no, it's definitely a Tommy gun, bro. You see, it got the mad cartridge in the handle.
I'll give you a Tommy gun, Sean. You got it. You got it. I'm with it.
Definitely a Tommy gun. Only state shaped like a gun. Yeah, that's the problem.
What about Florida? Florida they call it the gunshine state.
Huh? It look like what?
They call Florida gunshine state because it looked like a gun, right? Like a handgun.
Does it? You think Florida look like a handgun?
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Man. Okay, I gotta look at
about
Florida
the panhandle part is like the barrel part.
Okay.
And the you know, the little regular peninsula part is the part where they you know, where you hold like the grip, the pistol grip.
Oh, I gotta look at Florida again. But anyway, getting back to Juwann Howard. Juwann Howard, y'all, slapped the white man in the state of Wisconsin. And not only is he still alive, but he kept his job.
Yes.
He was suspended for the rest of the year, but he kept his job. He slapped the white man on television and kept his job, y'all. Now, people always try to say things ain't changing, it's still the same. Black people can't get away with nothing. We just saw this happen. A black man just got away with something, and it was real. He slapped a white man on TV in the state of Wisconsin. What state you know out there is whiter than Wisconsin?
No, Indiana. Maybe.
The whitest food in the world comes from Wisconsin. Cheese.
Cheese and milk, sir.
And milk.
Man, you know, the thing is though, maybe like the coach did that thing that like older white dudes be doing, like where they feel like you have to do whatever they want you to do, right? Mm-hmm. And he was like, "No, buddy, you gonna shake my hand, buddy."
Well,
no,
that probably was it. He probably didn't like the disrespect. He probably one of them old coaches that feel like Juwann Howard is too young and he's a young whippersnapper and he needs to be brought into the realm of respect. But what you did, sir, in the game was completely disrespectful. You had a 10-point lead and you should have just let the clock run out. But you kept calling timeouts so that Juwann's team could foul you and keep sending your team to the line to extend the game, to extend the lead in the game. You already had a double-digit lead.
See, people fail to realize disrespect, like the level of disrespect or the levels of disrespect. But they only recognize it for themselves. Like, oh, I got disrespected. Like, if you don't recognize that that's a very disrespectful thing, you got like, just let the kid. I can see if we're in the NBA. This is an NBA game. I don't know. I'll let you do the 10-minute thing. You know, the hella timeouts at the end of the game.
At that point, if you've been paid millions of dollars, stop them.
That's fine, right? But when we thinking about these young people, they college athletes, right? They already losing, right? Then they lose it by a nice enough margin, so you know that they're not coming back. But instead of just letting them close out the game, they already kind of know that they're not going to the tournament. Like, instead of letting them close out the game and then go home and like kind of, you know, get themselves together for the next game or whatever have you, you want to try to beat them into the pavement, but then make it look like you're not really doing that and you trying to be noble. Come on, bro. I'm not here for that.
I wasn't feeling it, man. And this is my only thing with Juwann Howard. I love Juwann Howard. I love the Fab Five. I like all that stuff, man. I love how they changed the culture of basketball. Yes. Even up to today, you know, you can see their influence on everybody today that plays basketball. But Juwann, you can't give them what they want on live TV, bro.
No,
you can't let them go. You can't be the angry black man on TV, bro. Like,
you can,
but
make it be like an actor. Be an actor and do that, guy.
You the head coach, bro. Like, it don't get no higher than you in that program.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. You felt disrespected, but we can't fly off the handle. I do not agree with what Michelle Obama said. When they go high, what did she say? When they go low, we go high.
When they go low, we go high.
I don't believe in that, because when I try to jump high, I hurt my back. I strain muscles. I'm going to go just a little. I'm not going to go as low as them, but I'm going to be on the same level. You know, get them back. Listen. You're going to play them again. Get them back. Like, you can get them back on the court. Like, you can do anything. Call this man out, set up a whole charity tournament, and play this old-ass white man one-on-one and destroy him. Dunk him out his drawers on TV. Dunk him out his drawers. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And get him back anyway. But don't haul off and lose your shit and become everything that everybody say we are anyway that don't like us.
So here's the other part, though, Sean, in real life, right? This the other part, right? We not a monolith, man. Black folks get angry too. This disrespectful ass white man did some disrespectful shit. And like, Juwann, I'll probably apologize for cussing because I know I typically don't cuss. I'm having one of the moments right now, though, right? Yeah. Like, who's to, like, you, there's got to come a point when disrespect to Black people is just like off limits. You cannot disrespect everybody else because everybody else got an issue. You disrespect Black people, everybody's like, that's fine. They Black. It's all good. Mm-hmm. But like, at what point do we as Black people get a chance to be like, man, enough is enough? And if you keep doing this, you and your family gonna have a difficult time communicating with each other or something like that. I'm from Chicago, just like Michelle Obama is, and I'm gonna be completely honest with you. If you go low with me, I'm gonna go low as I can. You dig what I'm saying? I'm not going high, fam. I'm going to let you understand why you should have never gone low with me, because I'm not that guy. And I'm going to keep going until you realize that you're never going to go lower than I'm going to go.
Including breaking into your house and taking all the ice cream out and leaving it on this counter. All of
That's
it.
it.
That's kind of stuff.
Or do something cool. Just do something cool like cut your hot water thing off under your sink.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So you'll never know. You try and wash your dishes. You're like, why the water just won't get hot?
Yeah. And then you had to call the plumber and he come in and charge you $800 to turn the knob.
I feel great.
I feel wonderful. Great. I got one more. Break into a funeral home, steal some ashes, and put it in their salt and pepper shakers. Yeah. that's low.
That is pretty low, John.
That's low.
That is pretty low.
Now I'm saying that's just like, people don't do it. Don't mess with Sean and Sean.
Yeah, I'm just Juwann, I get it, bro. Be angry. White man from white men, plural, from Wisconsin. Understand, when you get into somebody's bubble, we supposed to be social distancing anyway. You get in somebody's bubble, then shit, they allowed to defend their social distance how it need to be defended. It looked like y'all was being aggressive with this man. So he defended his social distance bubble with a little bit of social justice. So now y'all know what the state of Michigan looked like. Don't try it again.
Don't try it, y'all. It's not going to be good. So they suspended Juwann Howard for the rest of the regular season. Right now, I believe his team is. I said earlier, I don't know if they're going to make the tournament. I think they're on the bubble. They're a bubble team, so they could make it. They could not. Mm-hmm. So if they make it to the tournament, they're going to be one of the last seeds. He may have a chance to return to coach in the tournament.
Okay.
So we'll see what happens. We'll see how Michigan plays that out. And, it'll be interesting. It'll be very interesting. But moving on from Juwann Howard, I don't know if you guys saw it last weekend, but it was the NBA All-Star weekend. And they had a whack-ass dunk contest, Sean.
Sean.
It was whack.
Okay. Now that we several years into this dunk contest thing, we're about 30 years in now, huh? At what point, like, it had to come a point where the dunks was going to not be exciting no more. They did everything.
You can only do but so much. The body can only do but so much.
So you can only close your eyes and put your arm in the rim and do a turn around, backflip, grab the ball from somebody that's holding it, jump over a car. Like, fam, you're gonna need guns and artillery and arrows that's on fire if you're trying to win the contest next year.
Yeah, they're gonna have to figure it out, man. But I watched it and it was super sloppy, bro. Not the presentation of the contest, the presentation of the NBA All-Star game. That whole weekend, every event is always so fun to watch and be at. But the actual execution, none of the dunkers made it on the first try. And I was watching Vince Carter. They asked him today, how can you make the slam dunk contest better? And he was like, these young cats got to take it seriously. He was like, I made it a point to make every dunk on the first try. He was like, that was the bar I had. He was like, I knew I was doing some difficult stuff, but it was imperative that I got it on the first try because I didn't want nobody knowing what I was going to miss and what I was trying to do. I wanted to wow everybody the first time around. These kids last weekend looked like they didn't practice nothing. They looked like the kids that just learned how to dunk. You know what I'm talking about? You seen them kids before? The ones that's just learning.
Yeah, but you got to remember though, Sean, like, these cats these are the same cats that we watched hoop from about, if you've been watching basketball, AU, high school, college and whatnot, you've been watching these same kids hoop since they was about 5th or 6th grade, right? But now they in the spotlight and they want to make a name for themselves. And how big of what better a place to make a name for yourself than in the dunk contest? The only problem is America allowed for basketball at a professional level to become sloppy by itself. Yeah. So naturally, when you're watching these young people who play sloppy regular basketball for their professional career, you're gonna see it translate over to the fun part as well.
Absolutely, yeah, I agree, man. Like the 3-point contest was amazing. For those who don't know, big man Karl Anthony Towns won the 3-point competition.
What?
You didn't know that?
I did not know Big Cat won.
Yeah, Karl Anthony Towns won the 3-point. Huh?
Wasn't Dame in the
No, Dame is out. Dame hurt. He got ankle surgery like a month ago. He out for the whole year.
Yes.
Karl Anthony Towns, the big center from the Minnesota Timberwolves, won the 3-point competition. And I'll say it wasn't close. He destroyed the field.
Are you kidding me?
Yes, he destroyed he even came into it. He was like, the only way I'll lose this game is if somebody else shoot me. He was like, I'm not, because I don't plan on missing. And he went out there and he shot the most 3 points that's ever been made in that competition.
Hey, Big Cat. Let me pause and say for a second, sir, we are up on you, sir.
Yeah, we up on you, sir. What is he, 7 what? How tall?
I think he's 7. He might be 7'1".
7'1".
Yeah.
So he an inch shorter than Shaq, was 2 inches shorter than Shaq, and he made the most 3 points that's ever been made in that competition. And Steph Curry's won that thing twice, I think. Mm-hmm. So that goes to show you.
Craig Hodges almost shot perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So
I could dig that. I'm just say this, man. Like, Cat went through a lot, for the NBA. During his past couple NBA seasons, lost him on COVID, got diagnosed with COVID.
Right.
I'm happy to see him in a place where he hooping and he getting back to it.
Mm-hmm.
But Sean, I talk a lot about the NBA and the setup thereof.
Yeah. Yeah.
The All-Star Weekend, sir, gives me real hero script vibes. Right? It seems like the script written for a hero.
Yeah.
numerologically, it is the same way, right? And just think about this, right? I tell people all the times I think the NBA is scripted. This is what happened. Score 160 to 160, right?
Right.
1 to 6 equals 7. Complete. But then they play in the All-Star game where?
It was in Cleveland this year.
And who hit the game-winning shot?
LeBron.
And that 163, right? That's the score that they had. 1 plus 6 equals 7 plus 3 equals 10. 1 and 0 equals 1. So LeBron James would be the one to make the shot in Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
That's the hero script, sir.
After Steph Curry was lighting it up. Steph Curry
shot 18.
He could not miss that whole game. And the last 3 shots they gave Steph Curry 3 shots to end the game, and he missed all 3 after he was pretty much perfect through the entire game. I'm tracking. I'm tracking.
Now, again, we going with the hero script theme.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
Cat had a past 2 years terrible in the NBA. Win the 3-point contest.
Yeah.
Real hero job right there.
Yeah. But he had to make the shots too. You got to make the shots now.
I'm with it.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Sean, they've been hooping since they was 5 years old.
Yeah.
If you've been playing basketball since you was 5, 6, whatever have you, and I'm telling you to hit a shot and you can't hit it, it's a problem.
Yeah.
But the problem comes in, the thing comes in when you go to practice, in my opinion, you go to practice in NBA, they have to teach you how to miss shots.
Mm.
You understand? You practice missing shots. That's the difference. So that's my take. Sorry. I know it's a hot take, but that's
I'm tracking, bro. But yeah, this is how you fix the dunk contest. This is how you fix the dunk contest. Switch it with the 3-point, and with the 3-point. It's way, the 3-point is way more entertaining. It had people going berserk, and when they got to the dunk contest, Shaq almost fell asleep in the audience. So let's swap it. Let's swap it, and let's just, like, it was so bad, Sean, that the 2 guys in the final, one guy missed, the first guy missed every dunk, so he got the lowest score you can get. The second guy that came out after him, all he had to do was do a layup, and he would have got enough points to win. If he would have just did a layup, and he did just a basic dunk to win it. Like, it was bad, but I don't want to talk about that no more.
I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all garbage, and thank you, Sean, for bringing that up. But they garbage.
Yeah, I don't like it. And for me, the dunk contest, it goes a lot with how I look at players. You know what I'm saying? I love LeBron James. I like LeBron James. I love Michael Jordan. What's the biggest difference in the Michael Jordan and LeBron James to me, other than the championship wins and the games? One, LeBron has played now 5 more seasons worth of games than Jordan did, or something like that. And LeBron has never won or participated in a dunk contest.
Ever, sir.
23 did. 23 got the pose on all this shit from when he won it.
Even though, and I'm so Chicago, and I know that having in Chicago was not supposed to win the dunk contest that year. Dominique won that dunk contest. That was hands down Dominique's dunk contest. But again, the hero script from the NBA says that if I'm in my hometown, I get points. I get extra preference.
Okay. All right. I'll give you that. But even if you even take that, let's take that away. Let's take Dominique away.
I 100. No. I'm just saying. I 100% agree that to me, as the face of the league, it is your duty to be involved in as many events during All-Star Weekend.
You gotta be in the dunk contest if you're the face of the league. I mean, I'm not saying Steph Curry. Steph Curry could dunk, he probably could do some pretty good dunks. But I'm not saying he got to be in. But LeBron should have definitely been in the contest. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying a player like Carmelo. He not that kind of player. But if you Showtime, everybody, you Showtime.
Yeah.
You got to get up in there.
I'm just saying, like, for people who are about the 3-pointer, I know we wasn't supposed to go this far, Sean, but like people who's about the 3-pointer, you need a cat like Steph Curry to come in the league. Because before Steph Curry doing what he was doing, you had Craig Hodges getting in the league. I mean, getting in the 3-point contest, showing out all of these cats for over the years. So Steph Curry here, he is like, look, all these 3-pointer shooters in the league, let's make the 3-point contest into something.
Right.
Boom. Right. You got to do that same thing with the dunk contest. If you're LeBron, if you LeBron James, you have to get in dunk contest. Even if you do basic dunks and lose, the fact that you're gonna bring so many eyes there is what is gonna count the most.
Yeah, I agree. All right, so that's that. We done talk about that trash. Do better next year.
Hey, talk about that.
Players. We do better.
Yes.
Don't have us talking in circles about you next year because it's going down. Because next year we're gonna have more listeners and people gonna know who we are, and we're gonna embarrass you. We're gonna really embarrass you. So
we're not going high, we going low.
We're going as low as you are trying to make them dunks. But we'll be back. Hey everybody, this is Sean Galloway, one half of Sean and Sean Talk Shit, and I'm here to talk to you about podcast production. The market is completely flooded with podcasts, and rightfully so, because everyone deserves the right to be heard on any platform that's available. That's what makes us American. But let me tell you this. Unlike our video counterparts, badly colored or shaky video is acceptable depending on the content. But bad audio, on the other hand, is completely unforgivable. Nobody will listen. You'll tune them out. In fact, an audio guru friend of mine used to say that video without good audio is just surveillance footage. Facts. This is where the professionals at Vetrapreneur Visions come in. This award-winning company excels at the audio production needed to get your podcast quality to the next level. Look, a lot of you out there already found the 57 Chevy body in the old barn, right? You got the content. Let Vetrapreneur Visions come in and look under the hood, fix things, and shine that baby up for your next show. Online, you can find the website at vetrapreneurvisions.com. For Instagram, it's simply vetrapreneur_visions. And you can find us on Twitter by searching at vetrapreneur_.
We lost it on our way to a land where tragedy's close. Post-arrival, no survival when matters the most. It's Master praying for MAGA, the dagger to the throat. Word.
All right, welcome back to Sean and Sean Talk About Shit. You're here with Sean Galloway and Sean Black. What's cracking?
All day. Sean Black, you know, Sean G, what's up with you, man?
Chilling, man.
What we gotta talk about right now?
I just realized nobody knows my last name probably that listen to the show because I always say Sean and Sean. You always say Sean Black, but I never say Sean Galloway. So I just wanted to do something different.
Shout out to Sean G, man. Shout out to Sean Galloway, man.
Yeah, trying. We trying out here.
What we doing, Sean? We are doing.
we doing. Yo, so we're gonna talk about we're gonna keep it going with the NBA. Zion Williamson. That's Williamson, goodness. Right? Williamson.
Yeah, Williamson. Zion
Williamson. I always get mad at the people named Williamson because why wasn't Williams enough?
Because that was Williams' son right there.
Well, that was always Williams' son.
That's literally how that name came.
I'm tracking.
Yeah, that's slavery right there. That's slavery. Yes. Shout out to the American chattel slavery system, giving us last names that we don't know about.
So Zion Williamson was the number 1 overall pick in the NBA about 4 or 5 years ago. He plays for the New Orleans Pelicans. I keep wanting to say Hornets, but it's everybody the Pelicans. And since he's arrived, he's had an up and down career. Not when he's playing. When he's playing, he's absolutely amazing to watch. But when he's off the court because of injuries, which is, I think he's been injured more than he's actually played. There have been reports now that he's not that good of a teammate. He kind of gives people the cold shoulder, and they just the Pelicans just traded for one of the top, I want to say 25 or 30 players in the league, CJ McCollum from the Portland Trail Blazers. And apparently Zion has not reached out to CJ to say hello. Hasn't done anything.
Bruh. I mean, ego is one thing, right? But being a teammate is a whole nother. I could not like you in real life, But if our job is to win a championship together, we got to do everything we can to try to get to championship status. You did. What are you holding hard feelings for, bro? You played 85 games in the NBA since you've been here.
85 games in how many years? 4, 5? What is he on his fourth year?
I told somebody last year that, at the beginning of this year, that this was his second year. Now, he looked at me like I was crazy. He was like, bro, I have been in the league way longer than that.
2019 was his rookie year.
My goodness, sir. We are in 2022. This is
only played 85 games. Now, everybody out there, there are 82 games in a regular season NBA, and he's played 85 in 3 years.
Bruh,
when he plays, it's astounding. He's just like, I've never seen nobody that fat jump that high.
Here's the other part, Sean. Why is Zion injured though? Right?
Because he's fat.
You overweight, sir.
Yeah.
You are overweight.
First of all, they sent to the wrong city. You don't send nobody with an eating problem to a city that's known for their food and give them money. Like, you trying to make a clump? You trying to make a whole clump out here, bro.
Bro, they got beignets in the middle of the street, sir.
Beignets.
Cafe Du Monde is in the middle of the street.
And the coffee that's got something in it, you don't even know what it's called. Like, what is that coffee got in it?
I don't know, bro.
I don't know. But it's some kind of, whatever they make at Cafe Du Monde, that coffee, that chicory.
Chicory. That's
yeah.
Yo,
you can't see nobody down there with beignets and chicory. What you have a hostile situation.
But I think they thought because he's from South Crack, right? They was like, oh, he's from South Carolina. You know, he used to eat and he should be good going down here. He was
poor then. He was poor.
Yes. That's a whole different conversation.
He was poor then. Of course he wasn't eating.
Zion, I'm just saying, first of all, you get CJ McCollum on your squad. How do you not start texting him immediately? CJ, I know you and Dame were supposed to win a chip together, but thanks for coming down here so we can win a chip together.
CJ McCollum is a bona fide. It's so many stars in NBA right now. I think that CJ McCollum is one of those players that could have played in the 90s and done really well.
Really well. Solid role player.
He'd have been the Scottie Pippen type dude.
Yes.
He would have balled out.
He's the Robin he was the Robin to Dame's Batman.
Yeah. And now you got
Who did they trade to get this guy? Did they trade Josh Hart?
I believe so, yes. Yeah, I believe so. They got a nice squad down in New Orleans now, though. They got to get it together, though. They got to figure out what they're going to do with Zion. So reports are saying that yesterday they sent out the email
2 days ago.
2 days ago they sent out the email to the fans wanting them to buy season tickets, talking about the highlights from next year. And Zion Williamson was not mentioned in that email. Your number one overall draft pick was not mentioned in the email to fans that's going to sell tickets. Mm-hmm. Isn't that insane?
It really is, for a couple of reasons, right? I saw the email, right? I saw it on Twitter. But the thing that I noticed, though, is like when I noticed that he wasn't on there, his name wasn't on there, right? I noticed something else. The person who posted the picture said that, typically New Orleans doesn't post people who have injuries on the season ticket thing because we don't know if they're going to play in the season.
That's BS. This guy, he's number one overall pick. Number one, not first rounder. He's number one overall pick. And his jersey is in the top sales. His sneakers in the top sales of the world. You put him in there if he's injured. You put him in there. You give people because look, why would you not put him in there and run the risk of people saying, "Oh, I ain't buying no tickets if Zion ain't playing"?
Right.
Why would you do? What kind of business tactic is that?
That's the type of stuff you do when the stakes aren't NBA level, right? When if somebody didn't get you a sandwich when they went to Subway, you do something like that. You go to Subway the next time and you show up with 2 sandwiches and be like, I got 2 and you ain't get one.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, bro. You don't You don't tell the best player, hey, I'm gonna leave you off the promotional items, the marketing tools.
Yeah.
And this is a dude who has proven himself to not be responsible about his NBA career. You didn't go to the team doctor to get your foot surgery. You went to your own doctor.
Right.
Team doctor said, don't go. You went anyway. Now your foot messed up, and you said the team got to take extra time to get you together. Sir, a failure to plan on your behalf does not constitute an emergency on behalf of the team.
Nope. Absolutely. So this is what New Orleans needs to do. This is what New Orleans needs to do. You said it earlier, and this is my take. I like to give it. I'm always right when it comes to these kind of things. Move that man somewhere like Seattle where the food is nasty. We'll see a whole different Zion at that point. He'll lose the weight. He'll get right, and he'll be jumping out the gym again, not even worried about landing on his feet and breaking them. That's what we need to do. We need to move him to one of these states where the food is questionable. That's where the Pacers. We just talked about the cheese.
Yeah.
We're tired of eating cheese. Move him to the Pacers. Don't move to Milwaukee. They got too much beer. He look like a beer drinker.
Sir, you are going to the Pacers.
Bring him to the Pacers. Move to the Pacers.
See, this is my other thing, though, Sean. Let me where did this foot injury come from? Is this the Duke foot injury?
I think it's a foot injury from being fat and jumping up and down all the time.
Bruh, the Army told me when I was chunky and jumping up and down all the time, the Army said, Sean, this is what we're gonna do for you. They said they got this thing called the weight control program. You can do some extra workouts before work, after work, and during lunch.
Mm-hmm.
Right? You can't have carbs, all kind of cool stuff.
Right.
But then they said as an extra layer of motivation, in the next 3 years, if you end up back on this program again, then you out the Army. So I got it together.
They're not going to do that to Zion, though, because this is the thing. They got an investment in him. He's one of the highest paid players in NBA, and he's gonna I believe he's gonna get healthy. I believe he's gonna get a max deal at some point. But you got to move him you got to move him away from the beignets and the andouille and etouffee, and you got to move him away from the frog legs, man.
Mud bugs.
The mud bugs probably ain't giving that. The mud bugs probably getting him high blood pressure because they salty. But you got to move him away from the city that got all the good food, man. Like, I went to New Orleans when I covered the Super Bowl when the Ravens and the 49ers played. I was only there for 3 days, and I was pretty sure I gained 18 pounds. This man lives there, and he makes $30 million a year. Nothing is safe.
That is definitely not a safe scenario. Right?
Nothing is safe. Tag that with the fact that he grew up either middle class or poor. He's getting things he's never had in his life before, and it is making him gain weight. They said this man is over 330 pounds sitting at home right now.
I can tell you what.
And he's not a center. He's a forward, people.
You only 6'6".
He's a forward. He's the same height as Michael Jordan and Kobe Bryant.
Right. That's the key. Here's the thing, though, Sean. A&E might be getting themselves ready for their next show, for one of their shows. Because it sounds like if he keep on this path, he gonna end up visiting Dr. Now. You know what I'm saying? If you keep on this path, you're gonna go see Dr. Now.
You're gonna go see Dr. Now. Yeah, 100. But Dr. Now gonna be asking him my favorite question that he asks everybody. Why do you eat so much? Why do you eat so much? What you mean why they eat so much?
Dr. Now, you so
bogus for that question, sir. But anyway,
ask me why I eat so much.
But yeah,
I agree, Sean.
Yeah, but we're going to take a break and we're going to come on back and we're going to hit our last segment of the day. All right, we here. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
Welcome back, Sean. And
back,
Sean talking about shit.
Sean,
by the way,
Sean.
This is the road. This is a show that we dubbed the Road to the Super Bowl.
That's it.
Because
this is the road to the Super Bowl.
Next year, shout out to the Los Angeles Rams for winning the Super Bowl.
Congrats.
This is the road to the Super Bowl for us because next year we will be broadcasting from Radio Row.
We will be on Radio Row.
Our show will be broadcasting from Radio Row. We're looking for sponsors. We're going to get sponsors. USAA, hope you're listening.
Yes, indeed.
If you're not, you should be. There's some veterans out here doing the show, and we need your money to get it done the right way. So we're going to be on Radio Row. For those of you going to be in Glendale, Arizona next year for the Super Bowl, just walk in the Radio Row, turn left. The hoodest thing you see, that's us.
Yeah. We might bring the Emmys out for that too.
Oh man, hell yeah, we want to bring the Emmys out for that. Hell yeah, we want to bring it out.
I'm with that, bro.
Yeah. So
Sean.
Yeah, go ahead, bro. Go ahead. Take us into this one.
So in the spirit of being Chicago AF, I just wanted to ask you, man. I've been seeing a lot of information about this this high profile divorce that's happening. Kim and Kanye. So what's up with Kanye and Kim's new beau, Pete Davidson?
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know. Kanye's being Kanye, and Pete's just being Pete. And, you know, Kanye has recalled him Skeet. If you saw, like, he canceled it, he ended his Instagram yesterday, which is crazy because I know it was bringing him millions of dollars a year, but he was getting bombarded by Kanye West fans calling him Skeet and telling him to find God. Like, the whole thing is crazy, man. This whole thing is insane. And Kanye West, I really like Kanye West. I like his music. Everybody has a Kanye West song they like, even if they don't like Kanye West. Mm-hmm. I love his shoes. His shoes from Adidas. The 350 Boost is one of my all-time favorite shoes. I own like 3 or 4 pairs of them. They're my favorite things to put on. They make my feet feel so amazing. But indeed, I'm getting to the point with Kanye where I have to separate the product from the person.
I could dig that. I mean, here's my thing, man. I already do that because I've faced a life of disappointment. Like, without making my life sound bad, like I really don't trust people because of that, right? Because people like do stuff like that. So for me, I never tied Kanye really to the, like, his personality to the products, because everybody gonna find, everybody gonna do some stuff that ain't like they normal, that you know what I'm saying, that not they artist profile. Mm-hmm. So
except for you, R. Kelly. R. Kelly is definitely tied to his actions. He gave us directions on every down song. On you. Every song had.
We so down on you.
Down.
Indeed, we so down on you, sir, that we not even we won't even go low on you. You to be the first guy I'm gonna go hound, just because you have stooped to as many lows as you can get, sir.
Yeah, except for you, we don't separate nothing for you. We don't listen to your music.
Yeah,
but anyway,
for Kanye though, he been the same dude since he came out, right? I don't understand how people didn't know that it was gonna get to this point at some.
Because people didn't expect, money just accentuates who you really are. I don't think anybody expected Kanye West to be a billionaire. And he's acting like a black person with a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? I mean, a black person that didn't grow up with a lot of money and was never had that kind of pedigree. He's acting like a person that was given a lot of money and doesn't know how to act. That's how he's acting.
I agree.
I mean, that's how he's acting. Like, if you look at that documentary, the Black album, Fade to Black, that documentary that Jay-Z did in the early 2000s about supposedly his last album. Kanye West was on there, but he was very humble. He was very humble when he was showing Jay the beats for Encore and all the stuff and explaining the very humble person. He was just getting started. He ain't had no money like that. You know what I'm saying? But as the money came, the real Kanye came out. You know what I'm saying?
Indeed.
That's what I feel like is happened with him. And they always say money just makes you more of who you really are. You know what I'm saying? So he was this way, and he was this way growing up. It's just that people didn't pay no attention to him because he didn't have the money. Like, he definitely was the guy that if you didn't pick him to play, he took his ball and went home.
Bro,
Definitely that guy. I know he was. He had to be.
He 100% give me, I'm taking my ball and going home vibes. I just say this, man. So, I mean, really, like, think about it. You was starting your career, right? If you Kanye, right? You starting your career.
Mm-hmm.
You had this young lady that you was dealing with. You told her dad on the record that, you know, you promised to Mr. Randy you're gonna marry his daughter.
Mm-hmm.
You don't marry her. You said make a song that say when he get on, he gonna leave your ass for a white girl.
Yep.
You get on, leave her for Kim Kardashian.
Yeah.
And then your life turned out in shambles, nigga. I don't feel bad for you.
Yeah. So this is the other thing. I am in no way, shape, and form am I a psychiatrist or psychologist, but I have known people that have been diagnosed with mental disorders like bipolarism and things like that from being in the military and being in high schools and stuff like that. I've seen people in those situations. Those people, when they're off their meds, aren't as cunning as Kanye West claims to be when he's off his meds.
Come on, man.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, I'm just saying. And again, I'm not saying that Kanye isn't bipolar. I'm just saying when they say he off his meds, he doing some pretty smart shit. That he doing. I know that I've seen people off their meds that have bipolar, that are bipolar, and they can barely finish a sentence, let alone wipe their ass when they get off the toilet, because they moving on to the next thing and leaving so many things wide open that you don't know what the hell is going on with them.
That's it. And that's the whole key though, Sean. Like, I don't know, man. Like for me being a person who has mental health issues, right? I suffer a little bit from PTSD. I think it's dangerous when people get to playing with diagnosis and like, oh, I'm diagnosed with this, I'm diagnosed with that, and then talking about not being on meds and things like that, because you kind of giving rise to this culture of like, yes, get diagnosed, but don't take your meds, because sometimes it's cool to not take your meds because you might create something amazing. That's dangerous. Like, people don't give you medicine because you don't need it. Right. Like, you get it because maybe it's gonna be something that help you, right? Right. And it's all about quality of life. So if you are encouraging people to be like this because they think they're going to experience this genius level activity, that's really, really ridiculous and wrong at the same time.
Yeah, exactly. And again, like I said, I never seen a person off their meds that's bipolar create a rap album. Like, come on, bro. I've just never seen that.
That's real life.
I've never seen that. You know, the most of the bipolar people that I know of or read about in the history that have been off their meds either ended up dead or in some kind of psychiatric ward, like where they're forced 100%. Where they're forced to take their meds every day. So, you know, I wish that Kanye would get himself together. I just think that his ego is massive. I think that he is the definition of narcissism. I think we can replace the word narcissism with Kanye West. And I believe that, I think that when his mother passed away, he hit that grief hit him hard, because he probably felt responsible to a point, because she died on the table. He probably gave her the money to go over there and get the plastic surgery. And I think he felt major grief from that. And I think that took him off the deep end a little bit more than what he always was. But that's not bipolar. Yes, that's just, you got to deal with your grief.
Yes, sir.
You got to deal with your grief, sir, which Black people don't like to do in the first place.
Indeed. And then you went to this traumatic, toxic family.
Yeah.
Whose job it is to be toxic. So America thinks that toxicity is something that you should strive for.
Right.
What?
Yeah.
No. You was doomed, sir, from the beginning. From the gate, you was doomed. So
absolutely. Yes.
I pray you get it together. You could miss me with the Civil War covers though. I'm with the you on one side and and Pete Davidson on the other side. You could miss me with that whole thing, bro.
Yeah, and the Black Futures Month. You can miss me with that too, because that's what people want us to do. They want us to forget about our past and just and focus on what could be when they still ain't giving us nothing in the first place to make a future. So get out of here with that shit too. We too woke. We too woke, Kanye.
Yeah, and to be completely honest with you, like, I mean, if somebody is with creating a month to celebrate Black people, that's not February, right? That's celebrating, people after the Civil Rights Act that have melanin. That's fine, right? We could use a place to celebrate guys like Barack Obama, celebrate, President Barack Obama. We can celebrate Vice President Kamala Harris, the host and score of people who are in the Congressional Black Caucus, if that's what you want to do, celebrate ignorance. Yep. But the reality is Black History Month is meant for us to celebrate our ancestors. I don't want to celebrate nobody else. I want to celebrate the descendant of slavery ancestors who was here before 1965. I want to celebrate the Black people who was in America prior to 1965, because they are the people who gave us the sure footing to be able to stand on our feet right now and say stuff like white people ain't been right because they haven't done nothing for us yet.
Right. I agree, man. I'm with it. And like I said, we could find a month to do the future thing. Like, we could find a month and just say this is Black Futures Month. Like The Simpsons. I love The Simpsons. Everybody knows me. I'm a huge Simpson buff. I probably quote the show about 60 times a day, but they have a month called Smarch in Springfield.
Yes.
March. It's an extra month that they created. I say we create Smarch and then we make that Black Futures Month.
Yes. We can call it BFM.
we can only make it 8 days too. It don't have to be a full 30 because I don't have time for a full 30. Like,
we can call it Blafoom. Black Futures Month. Right. Blafumo.
I'm with it. But Kanye, cut it out, man. Leave Pete Davidson alone. You knew the history of Kim Kardashian when you got with her, man. You got with her. She had already been married 3 times, bro. One of her marriages only lasted for 48 days. You knew the history. You knew what you was heading for.
Shout out Chris Humphries in the NBA.
Yeah, you knew you was cruising for a bruising on that, bro. Come on, man. Like, you knew what was going to happen. You got the one that had the most like relationship issues. The rest of them, they go long term. You know what I'm saying? Like Chloe was with Tristan Thompson on and off forever. Like she was with Lamar for a long time. Those guys just cheated on her. You know what I'm saying?
A lot.
And then the oldest sister, yeah, the oldest sister. I can't think of her name right now. Courtney. Yeah, Courtney was with her husband for a long time. You picked the one.
Scott Disick.
Yeah, you picked the one. Is that who that was? That's what that dude's name is? Get out of here. What he do? He do something. I heard his name before.
I don't know. I just know
he probably a DJ. Though. He one of them DJs you don't know.
Like, he probably is
DJs. Like it's so many. I ain't know DJs made so much
Scott
money.
Disick.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, he a DJ now. So you got to get it together, Kanye, bro. For us, like get it together for us because I can't stop wearing shoes. I'm too much invested, but you got to stop, bro, and get it together, man. Just for not forget about us. Just look like the same Black dude that got money. Like be like the other Black billionaires and turn your nose up at us. Like you know what I'm saying? Like walk around.
Nobody know about.
Yeah, be one of them guys. Like. Make some TV shows. Like, surround yourself with people who you don't know how to make a TV show, but surround yourself with people that know how to make TV shows and then put your name on it. Like Tyler Perry did. Like, just do that. Come on, man. Like, get it together. We still love you. We still pulling for you, but you got to stop this, man. And
you got to wake up.
And one more thing on Kanye before we get out of here. You and your wife, Joy, told me about these dazzling blue 350s that's coming out.
He just did some red ones too.
Did he?
I Listen, first of all, Kanye, Sean just told you about the 350s that we like. We like the 350s. I like the 350s because they make my feet feel like I'm walking on clouds.
Absolutely.
Right. I wear size 13, sometimes 13 and a half. This is the only shoe I ever put on that made me feel like I don't wear size 13.
Mm-hmm.
Right. However, Commodore, nobody's with your little gangbang shoes. Right. We don't want you. We don't let the GDs in the dough 350 blues. We don't want your sit back in all well from the bench Blackstone 350s either. Bruh, please. It's too much stuff happening for these young people where they could end up accidentally getting caught in some drama. So like, don't put them in the opportunity zone where drama can meet them and then having an impressionable effect on their family's life. Mm-hmm. Please.
So those shoes, those dazzling blues and the what did you say, the stone gray ones?
Now, I don't know the name of them. I just called them.
Yeah, well, the dazzling blues, like they're tied to a gang in Chicago. The colors of a gang in Chicago, and I did not know that. Like, as a person not from, I didn't know that until I showed you and your wife a picture of the shoes, and you guys, you're both of your mouths hit the floor at the same time.
It's and the weird thing is, like, Chicago don't gangbang off of colors, but there's colors that represent different gangs,
right?
If that makes sense,
right? It makes sense.
Like, you're not gonna walk around the street and you see somebody with all one color on, he belong to that. Nah, it don't go like that. But there are colors that are that designated for different groups, different organizations in the city, right? Back in the days, those colors used to be what those organizations wore. And that's how they got tied to them. That's why we understand, us that are older, that's how we understand those colors. And I just can see too much. Even if you don't wear these shoes in Chicago, because like I said, you can wear them in Chicago and they ain't gonna gangbang off the colors. But if you in a place where people gangbang for colors and you got these shoes on, the blue ones or the red ones, it could mean too much for your life.
Yeah. Okay. I feel you. But Kanye, come on, bro. Get it together, man. You winning. You are winning. Yeah. You have more money than a lot of us portion of the world, bro. Win. Stop being an idiot, bro. Just win. All right. We're going to take a break. We're going to come back and wrap things up. Also, to give me a chance to get out of the raffle for the Dazzling Blue 350s. So we'll be back. Hey, everybody. This is Sean Galloway, one half of Sean and Sean Talk Shit, and I'm here to talk to you about podcast production. The market is completely flooded with podcasts, and rightfully so, because everyone deserves the right to be heard on any platform that's available. That's what makes us American. But let me tell you this, unlike our video counterparts, badly colored or shaky video is acceptable depending on the content. But bad audio, on the other hand, is completely unforgivable. Nobody will listen. You'll tune them out. In fact, an audio guru friend of mine used to say that video without good audio is just surveillance footage. Facts. This is where the professionals at Vetrapreneur Visions come in. This award-winning company excels at the audio production needed to get your podcast quality to the next level. Look, a lot of you out there already found the 57 Chevy body in the old barn, right? You got the content. Let Vetrapreneur Visions come in and look under the hood, fix things, and shine that baby up for your next show. Online, you can find the website at vetrapreneurvisions.com. For Instagram, it's simply vetrapreneur_visions. And you can find us on Twitter by searching at vetrapreneur_. All right, welcome back. Sean and Sean talk about shit.
Welcome back, y'all.
We're going to wrap things up.
We talked about some shit today, Sean.
We did, man. That Ukraine and Russia situation breaks my heart, man. I know we didn't get as deep into it as we could have, but you and I don't like talking about stuff like that. You know, we've been through it, like, and people are lucky they got that much out of us. Like, indeed. You know,
for all the troops that's headed down range, bro, keep y'all head down. We praying for y'all. And make sure y'all send back addresses so people can start sending out care packages.
Yes, absolutely. And to the people of Ukraine, be safe, keep your head down, and, you know, just whatever you believe in at this moment, it just cling to it, because it's not fair what's happening to you right now. And that's not me trying to just simplify things. It's not fair for the children of Ukraine to have to cease their life of education. And as hard as it is, I've learned on watching CNN how hard it is for people just to get a car over there. Like, their cars are their lives over there. A guy died trying to protect his car yesterday in Ukraine, trying to get it out of the path, and he got killed. And, the things that we take for granted over here, like our dumbasses were fighting for chicken sandwiches 3 years ago. Like, man. Hundreds of people got seriously injured, and like 2 people died over a chicken sandwich.
Yes.
And that ain't nothing compared to what they going through over there. That ain't nothing.
Perspective is a mofo, Sean.
Yeah, it is, man. So we're going to keep the prayers up for Ukraine, and we're just going to hope that a higher power intervenes and the cooler minds prevail. But we're going to be back next week, though, man. We're going to pick it up. We're going to talk about some cool stuff next week, and hopefully get some interesting shows on. Sean and I wanted to get back to the formula of just us talking shit and talking about shit, because that's where we started. We are going to have guests maybe once, twice a month, but for the most part, what you're listening to is what you're going to get.
Maybe next week I'll tell them why Nicole Hannah-Jones from the 1619 Project blocked me.
Oh yeah, she did, didn't she? Yeah,
I'm not even gonna get into it. We'll talk about it next time.
We're gonna lead off with that next week, unless it's some bigger news. But that's definitely gonna find its way in next week's show. But hey, have a good weekend, people. Thank you for listening. Thank you for all the support, all the text, all the emails, everything. We trying to make something big of this.
Indeed.
People keep telling us we talented. If you think we talented, call Sirius. Tell them
and share it with your network.
These guys. Get us out there. We on every platform you can find already. We just need the right people to hear us.
We love y'all, and there's nothing y'all can do about it.
That's right. This is the road to the Super Bowl. Sean and Sean talk about shit. Peace, people.